Welcome to the Kimi Kato Show. I'm Jeremiah. I'm Kimi's co host. Kimi Kato brings music artists between East and West on the show every week. As I say, almost every show. It's my favorite time of the week. Welcome back to the show, Kimi. Good to see you.
Great to see you too. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
I just love this rich. We explore the rich culture of Japan through the music, the pop culture, the celebrities, the cuisine. We're exploring the very best of Japan. You have not disappointed me so far, my friend. You're bringing such interesting topics and really exposing me to a whole new world.
I try
So
hard, Jeremiah. I try hard.
you live a
You are very
fascinating
hard
life.
to impress. But yes, I love it. I love digging in. It gives me a lot of knowledge as well as learning process. But I love talking about Japan and digging deep about it. So on our last show, if you remember, we talked about. So I was going to talk about pop music, but then I decided to go back 1,000 years. Uh, so
You-
to
we went deep.
yeah, we went too deep actually. We started talking about traditional Japanese music, instruments, um, and then reminded me of how important traditional Japanese music
Mm.
instruments were that then sh helped shaping contemporary music in Japan. So we ended up airing MASA TAKUMI's song called Sakura, which was one of the songs from the Grammy-winning album last year for the 65th Grammy Awards. And I was going to continue our show talking about music after the Edo period, going on to the modern Japanese music. But then I thought that we would sidestep a bit and have Masa Takumi himself come on to our show and talk about himself and his music. So please welcome the 65th Grammy-winning instrumentalist,
That's
composer,
too much,
songwriter,
Kimi. Too much.
producer, Masa Takumi.
Hello, thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank
Today,
you for
tonight,
coming today, tonight. Well, we
tonight,
work
all day
global.
long.
We
Yes,
know
we
no time. Music knows no time, right?
Yeah, you
yes.
can listen
So
to this radio all day long.
thank you so much for coming on to our show, Masa,
Sure.
from
It's a great,
Japan.
yeah. It's between the time difference. Now Japan is 16 hours
Yeah, we work it
ahead.
out, don't we?
No,
Yes, you guys are. Yes.
behind,
You guys meaning Japan
ahead.
is
I'm
lots
not
of
sure
hours
yet.
ahead. But
Although I back and forth all the time from LA to Tokyo,
yes, yeah.
but I'm not sure all the time.
I did see you at the Grammys this year as well. Not at the
Yeah,
Grammys, but
it
during the
was
Grammy
so
time. It
so
was lovely to see you.
horrible rainy day,
Oh my
so
goodness,
we couldn't
yes.
see at the
Oh
venue
no,
the
Oh,
one day
that's
no.
right. It
before.
was like a
Yeah.
storm, wasn't it?
I was
Wasn't
Yeah,
drenched
that is the
going in
coldest.
and after. Yeah, it was the coldest Grammy I've ever been to or I've ever attended. Um, but yeah, it's such an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And
yes.
I just wanted to ask you, how are things in Tokyo?
Now Tokyo is we are waiting for the rainy term
Oh,
for the Tsuyu,
yeah,
and then
the rainy season
a few
is
days
coming.
before it's a hay fever days.
Oh, yeah,
And a few months
yes.
before is the coldest days.
Mm.
So we all the time we are surrounding by some horrible,
Harsh
how to say
environment.
that, yeah,
Harsh
situation all
environment,
the time.
yes. You know why, Jeremiah? That's why I'm not there.
Yeah. Is that why
I
you
try,
moved to
yes,
Los Angeles?
I avoid the, well, I'd love to be there during the Sakura season, right? It's cherry blossom season,
Yeah.
but that's the worst time for me to be in Tokyo because it's my hay fever season. So
Mm.
I try to avoid it. And
But
then
the cherry blossom season is very short, as you know,
yeah,
because of the
yes,
rain. Maybe
yes,
the less
right.
than 2 weeks.
Oh
So
no, right. This year.
I couldn't see sakura in Japan, but yeah, I
Oh,
saw sakura in DC the last
oh
week.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Well, we
How
can
do they compare? I've never seen either, and I've always wanted to go. We talked about this last time, Kimmy.
the
How does
Sakura.
it compare between Washington D.C., which was a gift from Japan,
Right,
right?
right.
All those
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
think,
the same, right?
but I think the color is deeper than
Oh,
Japan.
oh.
Yeah,
So it kind of
in my
Interested.
opinion.
evolved into a more beautiful, more
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
colorful
Yeah,
sakura tree in the
yeah,
United States
yeah.
than the ones
Japanese
in
cherry
in
blossom
Japan.
looks white,
Oh, whiter,
but yeah,
right.
depends on the year though. This year
Mm,
looks, yeah, yeah, looks from the picture though, it looks white.
mm,
Everyone tried to post Sakura's picture on the
mm.
social media, but I think yeah, DC's Sakura is more
Well,
pink.
I think I'd rather listen to your Sakura than watch Sakura in Japan.
That's a
I'd rather,
compliment.
yeah, I'd rather listen to your
Oh,
Sakura
oh, oh,
than
you mean the music?
watching,
So sorry,
correct, than
misunderstood.
yes, viewing Sakura in
But
Japan while
I didn't listen to my Sakura in the DC.
Did you not play? You didn't play. Okay.
I didn't. I
Um,
didn't.
so to the list to our listeners. So we have Masa Takumi. Before we go into talking about Masa, I'm just going to embarrass you, Masa, a little while I introduce you to our listeners. So, if you don't mind, if you can give me a minute or two, here we go. So, our guest today, Masa Takumi,
Mhm.
aka Masanori Takumi, is a Grammy-winning multi-instrumentalist, composer, songwriter, producer. He debuted in year 2000 as a drummer for a rock band called Siren, signed to BMG Japan. Then transitioning to a full-time multi-instrumentalist, artist, composer, producer. His composition have garnered success in Asia with hits from artists like Da Pump and Exile, which sold over 2 million albums, as well as soundtracks for anime, Japanese animes like Claymore and Witchcraft. Not only has Masa produced over 40 top 10 hits in Japan, he's also collaborated with international artists like Eric Martin from Mr. Big and legendary drummer Terry Bozzio. Wrote songs for artists like Trey Songs, which achieved #1 on iTunes R&B chart. Other accolade, other achievements include nominations for the 56th Grammy Awards in 2014 for Best Reggae Album in
Reggae,
collaboration with, yeah, Reggae Album.
totally different genre.
Yeah, collaboration with Sly and Robbie. So congratulations on that.
Thank
And
you.
then, so as a multi-instrumentalist or instrumental artist, Masa Takumi he writes all his songs, performs all the instruments on his songs, and have received multiple awards from different territories. But to highlight his career, one of the highlights would be the 65th Grammy Award for the best global music album for the album Sakura. Um, I have been very fortunate to have known and be an acquaintance of Masa for well over a decade. Before when he started to his musical career in the United States. But I think Masa is one of the most talented musician, artist, composer, producer of our time. Has inspired many young talents in the music industry. Definitely and certainly inspired me that you can achieve if you believe, in
Ah,
what you
yeah.
do. And I think he's one of the guys that have said that he wants to do it, gone and did it, and achieved it. So, to begin with, I think, how was the experience? Because it is very rare for a Japanese person to even achieve a Grammy Award. I remember last year when I got to celebrate that with you at the award party, and it was such a heart-lifting moment to see Masa achieve such an honorable award. So tell us about how you felt.
Yeah, as you told me, my first opportunity to join the Grammy Awards is from the Sly and Robbie from the Kingston, the legendary rhythm section. And then my father figure was executive producer of them. and then they were finding some guitarist, and then he came up with me, and then sent me a mail, and then yeah, out of the blue, I joined that project, and then because they are very famous and then they are legendary artists, that album was nominated, and then I'm just one of the members. Yeah, so I was so lucky to be a part of that project. That is
How
my
did
first, yeah, yeah.
right? How did
Go ahead.
Sly and Robbie find you? What was it?
Uh,
What was?
because my father figure is
Oh, right.
producing,
Okay.
yeah, was
Ah, right. Right.
producing them, and then, yeah, yeah,
So
he,
the producer knew you,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then decided, well, we need one of the best guitarists, keyboardists. Why don't we call Masa?
yeah. Maybe they
Right.
need some diversity musician.
Diverse, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Well,
And
that's amazing. And then did you go fly to Kingston?
no, no, no.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
it remote?
yeah. Via on online.
Well, nowadays, like,
I
amazing.
haven't seen them yet.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
wow, that's amazing. And
This
then
is such an era. So
yeah, and then you got to then write, be part of the album that won the or nominated for the best reggae album in
yeah.
2014.
And then I was not supposed to go to the Grammy Awards,
Mm.
but Wow Wow means
Mm-hmm.
Japanese
Yeah.
broadcasting Wow
Oh.
Wow, yeah, exclusively. And then they gave me a ticket.
Oh, they flew you over. Right.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
the thing is, I was hesitating whether to go there or not because I was not good with any American culture, and then I was not interested in the US very
Oh,
much.
wow.
But I thought that must be the once in a lifetime chance. So maybe
Yeah, definitely.
only once in my life. So yeah, why not? And then I chose to go.
Oh, wow. So it ended up becoming not a once in a lifetime opportunity, but even
Yeah, but
better.
I didn't think so.
Right.
I think it's a once in a lifetime. So okay, because I I hate the jet lag, and then to be
Yeah.
honest with you guys, I I wanna stay in Japan.
Right. Right.
Anyways. So yeah, but I couldn't miss that chance. So I went there, and once I saw that live show and then performance, that changed my life
Mm.
totally.
Okay. So you didn't expect to be part on the reggae, but the best reggae album. You got
Of course.
nominated, and then okay, wow, wow, the broadcast, the TV, the TV station that broadcast Wow Wow, sorry, broadcast Grammy Awards called Wow Wow flew you to the Grammys for you to come and check it out. You were kind of reluctant to go see the Grammy Awards, but then you went to see it, and that was an eye opener for you to oh, I don't know, that influenced you to start thinking about, well, maybe it's something, maybe you'd write your own album to win a Grammy Award.
Yeah,
Is that the
I thought,
case?
yeah, almost. Yeah.
Amazing.
I thought, anyways, I want to be back. I want to be
Mm,
back to the Grammys, whatever.
wow.
And then somehow I was confident to come back to the Grammys. I think it's very huge and then gorgeous, spectacular. But yeah, we are Asian, and it's even if the small Japanese artists, but we have some rights to aspire, even if that is the biggest dream, because we are all same creature. So somehow, yeah, I was confident. And on the other hand, I'm so nervous too because I couldn't speak English at all. First of all, I need to learn English first. So I predict it's gonna be long way, and then it's gonna be I need to take a time for long. But yeah, that is my first mission to learn the language.
Masa, I think that's just it's a huge achievement for you. I mean, let alone like Jeremiah, you don't, it's difficult to even get in the Grammys, right? To be even nominated. In such a short time, you've learned English, created music that won the Grammys. I mean, what kind of achievement is that?
Can you put that in perspective? Because you mentioned it at the beginning, Kimmy. You said this is a great honor. It hardly happens that a Japanese artist wins a Grammy. Do you know the history of that? I mean, how many Japanese artists have come before, if any, that have won Grammys? Do you know?
Yes, there are a
Either of you?
few. There are a few. There are a list of people, but
Mhm.
they are obviously, these artists that have won are super talented musicians, and Masa is definitely one of
Yeah,
Right.
them.
I know many Japanese artists participated as a producer and an engineer and one of the members. But the thing is, under their own solo name, it's so few.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's hardly any under
Congratulations.
as a
That's the
solo
point. That's
art.
the
Yeah,
point. That's the
yeah,
And
point.
it was
I
a
really want to
specific,
aspire.
yeah, you aspired to it. You actually put it into motion. You put it out there and
right.
you
Yeah.
made it a
Actually, I
reality.
was.
Crazy,
You know
incredible.
what? Actually, I was supposed to invite one or two members on the name, but to be honest with you, I couldn't make it in time because of the submission.
Mm,
I already submitted by my name, and then I was trying to change our name with the other artist, but it's already gone.
right. Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, a lot of the time, you see international artists collaborating with Grammy-winning artists or well-known artists, um, so that it becomes a, you know, a, an e- I would say it enables you to be referenced in the Grammy Award Committee. But
Mhm.
I think with Masa, achieving this as a solo artist is a huge achievement because, it's just you, and it's nobody reference you with somebody famous, somebody that's achieved it previously, somebody that is with a huge track record. Um, yes, Masa's has been a long time musician, composer, producer, but outside of Japan, he was yet to be known. But now
Mhm.
he's become a global, international artist,
Incredible.
acclaimed
Well
artist.
deserved.
Well,
thank
Congratulations.
you.
yeah,
So cool.
But you
Kimmy,
know what? Sorry, go ahead.
no, finish, please.
Yeah. And after I achieved my dream, I have two types of opinions. Like you guys give, giving me a
mm,
compliment, and
mm-hmm.
then another one is kind of mean people. Hey, you know how to get the Grammy with blending the Japanese traditional instruments and something. So you try to close to the hours, right? Something like that. But even if we know the knowledge, like to get the attention from the US people, but it's already everybody know that. Everyone knows, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
that's
you
the
don't have to
point.
worry about those mean people. We only have nice listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. No, no, no. I just wanna let you guys know how Japanese people are.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
there's always something, isn't there?
Yep.
The
Older,
second thing
elder people.
always.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to take a break, Kimmy. I'm sorry to tell you, but the great thing about the breaks is we get to listen to your music.
Yeah. Actually, it's
But
about
before
time.
we go to break, you mentioned something. You said that you were there when Masa won the received the Grammy, and then you guys went out afterwards and celebrated. What was that like? That's what I want to know. Was it just this incredible, like you did it and you achieved it, and
Mm.
is that
So
why
yeah, there
Masa
was
inspires you, Kimmy?
yeah. So I've known Masa since, when I was in Japan, worked for Universal in Japan, and he was, an artist, musician, composer that was really trying, working really hard. And he then went on to, he got the opportunity to work with Sly and Robbie, and then he achieved a nomination for the best reggae album with Sly and Robbie. But I thought, yeah, I knew that he was trying, but then that he was working on Sakura. So I even got the album. He sent it to me. He gave it to me, and it was a very strong tradition. It's a mixture of pop and traditional music. So it was very different to the contemporary, like the pop rock music, but it had a very significant, outstanding aesthetics, if you know what I mean. Like, I think, and I never thought that, to be honest with you, and to be honest with, and I did mention it right after the next day when when we were celebrating after Masa achieved the Grammy. I thought,
But we didn't know
congratulations.
the results.
Right,
So that party might
right, right,
turn out that it's kind of Burma
right,
party,
right,
right? Because
right.
I
It
didn't
could have
know
gone
that.
either
I
way.
didn't know the
Yes.
results. So
So yes,
it's turned out nomination party or winning party.
yeah, it was a party that was prearranged after the day after the Grammys, but we wanted to. I think people wanted to celebrate. Regardless, it was Masa Takumi's Grammy celebration party.
No.
That was, but maybe this was the thing, we all hoping that he would win. But who knows? These things you
Yeah,
never
yeah.
know, right? But we knew that he was already nominated, so it was a Grammy nomination celebration. But it turned out that it was the
Yeah.
Grammy winning celebration, which was even better.
You,
So
Yeah.
I was there with him.
You know what? Many people were asking
I
me,
was
like,
there.
you must know the results. You must have known the
No,
results. No,
nobody
no way.
knew.
Nothing,
Nobody
nothing.
knew. Yeah.
You know what? You did know though, didn't you? In your heart, you're
Oh
like,
well,
I'm
I
going to
guess.
get it. I said I was going to get it years ago. I'm going for it. You
Yeah.
made it happen. What an incredible story. Well, let's take a break. Let's listen. What are we listening to, Kimmy, on the way out here by Masa?
So, Marcel, are we gonna play Light and Heavy
Light and
from
heavy.
the Stars Falling
Stars
album
falling. Yeah.
which was released in 2016? Okay, so we're gonna shoot everyone off with Light and Heavy from the album Stars Falling.